Near an abandoned Russian armored vehicle, a reconnaissance drone detected an enemy soldier trying to hide behind it. Despite several attempts to dodge the drone, he stumbled and fell. As the drone adjusted its trajectory, the soldier briefly got back on his feet and even tried to defend himself with a stick. But the drone already had the advantage. Striking close by, it left him heavily damaged and unable to continue fighting. Even minor movements in exposed areas can immediately draw lethal attention. Another Russian soldier was spotted moving through tall grass toward his positions. At first, he leapt into cover, hoping the drone would pass. The operator pressed him further, and on the next approach, the soldier threw his rifle and then a grenade, missing both times. On the third attempt, the FPV drone struck directly, eliminating him before he could reach safety. Panic compromises decision-making, even inexperienced troops. I kindly ask you to subscribe to our channel and leave a like. This will help YouTube promote our videos and also motivate us to keep creating even more powerful content with the same intensity. Thank you. A different case shows how small mistakes can be fatal. A Russian infantryman resting in the shade fell asleep. A Ukrainian FPV drone quickly closed in, delivering a strike that ended his attempt to stay hidden. Vigilance is critical in hostile environments. Moments later, a Russian truck transporting building materials for enemy dugouts was detected and destroyed. The strike stopped supplies and disrupted efforts to strengthen defensive positions, delaying reinforcements and reducing defensive effectiveness. In open terrain, another FPV drone intercepted a Russian motorcyclist heading to his unit, disabling both rider and vehicle. Shortly after, another motorcycle moving between positions was struck, leaving the vehicle unusable. These operations systematically deny the enemy mobility and quick redeployment. One evening, Ukrainian operators waited for an enemy vehicle moving toward them. As soon as it came into view, the FPV drone accelerated into its path. Another drone spotted a Russian motorcyclist along the front line, and the strike disabled both him and the bike. Reconnaissance revealed an enemy bike hidden in a residential building under a tarp. Even in confined spaces, drones strike effectively. Soon after, a three-wheeled motorcycle on the road was hit. In quick succession, Ukrainian drones destroyed abandoned bikes and small vehicles, denying their use for logistics. The mission continued with moving targets. A Russian car driving between residential blocks was eliminated, followed by another marked vehicle. A drone maneuvered past an anti-drone net and struck a Bohanka van. Another van in a residential area was intercepted and destroyed along with its driver. In another instance, a Bohanka drove straight into an FPV head-on. The Russians abandoned the vehicle, but the drone still struck, leaving it unusable. Persistent drone operations prevent regrouping and have a psychological effect. Individual enemy fighters were also targeted. One was tracked to a hiding spot and eliminated. At a captured ranch, another noticed the approaching FPV and tried to escape, but the strike was faster. In another case, a group abandoned a moped upon hearing the drone, which was then destroyed. Drones impose constant pressure, forcing enemy troops into rushed, often fatal decisions. Precision strikes continued. An FPV drone flew directly into a shed storing Russian transport, disabling vehicles inside. Well-hidden assets are vulnerable to persistent aerial surveillance and precision engagement. Near a water reservoir, another soldier was detected. The drone hit nearby, causing severe injury and even starting a small fire. Wounded, he tried to crawl into cover, but the drone followed and finished the job. Later, a Russian vehicle tried to escape at full speed, crashed into a pole, and was destroyed by the FPV immediately after. Mobility without situational awareness is insufficient under drone observation. Ukrainian operators also use drones with explosive drops. Several enemy infantry groups hiding among trees and bushes were tracked and attacked. Some were injured, others eliminated. Both daytime and nighttime operations reduce the enemy's ability to regroup or find safe hiding spots. Heavy equipment was not spared. An FPV drone struck a Russian Oral truck, destroying it and triggering secondary explosions that set it ablaze. Drones target both personnel and critical vehicles with high precision. Another discovery revealed a Grad multiple rocket launcher near a residential area. A successful strike set off a fire, confirming it was fully destroyed. Removing high-value artillery assets significantly reduces enemy strike capability. Finally, Ukrainian drones identified a Russian armored personnel carrier moving toward its positions. The first strike caused damage, but the vehicle attempted to retreat into cover. A second hit heavily disabled it. Even armored targets cannot escape persistent, precise FPV operations. Thanks for watching.